What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we have great news, amazing news. I'm not sure, but if you're a fan of Phoenix and the X-Men, we might be getting some future value for these characters. It seems like Phoenix is going to get a rework, and that's pretty exciting because she's a legendary character, and it seems like she's actually gonna feel legendary. So we're gonna break down all the information that we know. Most of this information comes from the Boylan channel, where he presented these leaks, but we're gonna break it down even further and see additional characters that you might want to consider pairing up with Phoenix and this new Phoenix Force team. So as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. And if you want, you can also check out the Boylan video where he presents this information. But like I said, we are going to in much deeper, but these screenshots that you see is from his content, so shout out to him. Okay, so the Phoenix Force is going to be a team like Undying, where we're gonna get one new character every year, and with this will culminate in 3 years where we have the full team. So it's gonna be something like this, where first you get H0LY and Zombie Iron Man, then you get Zombie Juggernaut, then you get Zombie Scarlet Witch, and then you get the final character that will complete the team. Now, the Phoenix Force in the comics, they have multiple characters like Emma Frost, Colossus, Cyclops, and Namor, if I remember correctly. And some of these characters, I'm gonna mention them as well, because there will be mechanics on this new team, on the Phoenix Force, that require protectors. And we also have to take a look at characters like Magic, because Magic, she revives Phoenix. So is Magic still gonna be able to revive Phoenix or not? That will be interesting. And one of the new characters on this team will be Omega Red. Now, it's not this version of Omega Red, it's a different version of Omega Red, but that's going to be pretty exciting because we have 3 Russian characters, which is awesome. And then we have Cyclops, that he also has synergies with Phoenix, so you might get some additional value out of this, right? Because if you have Magic or Phoenix or whatever else, they are going to get more speed bar, and then we'll do their different mechanics that will also help us to do more damage and get more buffs and everything else. So while we only have 2 reworks, or 2 new characters, or you have Phoenix rework and Omega Red new character, we can use these 3 other characters as well. So if you want to consider getting some diamonds for them or something like that, this is something that you can have in mind. But don't keep in mind, this is very important. Magic, Cyclops, and Colossus, they will not get reworks. It's only Phoenix that is getting a rework and a new version of Omega Red. So keep that in mind, please. Okay, let's go back to the screenshots that we have. So Phoenix, once again, is going to be the one getting the rework, and she'll have the X-Men tag, Legendary tag, and also the Phoenix Force tag. This is the new team like Undying. Taking a look at this new epic character, this is going to be this new version of Omega Red. This is going to be a Cosmic Crucible team, and Undying is for Alliance Wars, so have that in mind. And you'll get Phoenix plus 1 new character and 1 new character every year at New Year's. So we have Undying at, what's the name? On Halloween, on my birthday. And then we have a new character at New Year. And this will take 3 years to release the full team, which will be fine, I guess. It will mean that even if they increase the stats of the characters in the future, we will get rewards for them as well. First epic part of the Phoenix Force team, this will be Omega Red, but once again, it's not the Omega Red that we have right now in the game. They are supposed to be Apex Crucible team and 1 epic character per year. And it seems like H0LY is trying to release 1 epic character every 4 months, right? I think that's the time frame. We got Captain Britain, then we got Zombie Scarlet Witch, and now we are getting this one. So every 4 months we get a new epic character. So I guess we can predict already an epic character for the Thunderbolts or something. It will be heavily pay gated, is basic and passive, does not have awakened abilities. Does have awakened abilities. So this is another big yikes, more characters with awakened abilities, so this is extra cost that you'll have on top of the character released. This type of epic characters, I always prioritize the yellow stars over the red stars, so keep this in mind in case you decide to purchase this character. Okay, so let's start with the kits for Phoenix. So this is a normal form. On spawn, apply defense up to self, X-Men allies, and Phoenix Force allies. So she'll have synergies with all X-Men. So this will be the new Jean Grey. This will be with X23. This will be with Cable. So a bunch of characters are going to get these buffs. On death, summon Dark Phoenix, and this Dark Phoenix will be based on her stats. With magic can revive Dark Phoenix. She will have the new kit, but she will have the stats of magic. So you want to make sure that your magic is as big as possible in case you are considering using magic with this new team. So keep that in mind. Whenever an ally gains taunt that is not from on spawn ability, gain taunt for 2 turns. So this is actually kind of a nerf, because you could use Phoenix to cheese it with characters like Zombie Juggernaut, so you cannot do this anymore. But you definitely want to pair up with characters that have taunt, for example, like Colossus. That's why we are talking about these characters, and that's why I said this video is much more in depth than Boylan video. So X-Men characters will have 15% more damage, Uncanny X-Men will have additional 15% more damage, X-Men allies will gain 15% health, Uncanny allies will gain 15% health as well. And then we have the first awakened ability for Phoenix. In Crucible, if this character has an Omega Red ally, this character and Omega Red cannot gain stun. Yikes. So they are absolutely immune to stun. And this means you can use them on offense or on defense, which is actually kind of wild. Imagine having this team that we see right now on the screen on defense. We have these taunts, we have the revive, we have all the new stats and whatever. Like, this is going to be absolutely insane. So this is something that we might consider in the future. Okay, let's move on to the Phoenix basic. So we have attack primary target, clear 2 positive effects, and apply assist now to a random Omega Red Dark Phoenix ally. We don't know yet what Omega Red does with this basic, but we'll come back to this one later on. Now, the normal Phoenix, she's very, very hard to kill nowadays, and especially with the new stats, it really makes me wonder, because like I'm saying, she's very, very hard to kill. She's very, very strong now. So we'll see about that, right? We'll see if the normal kit will be more important than a Dark Phoenix kit. With her special, apply stealth and defense up to all allies. Heal X-Men allies for 25. Distribute 25% of her health to allies. So this will ship her on health away. Then transfer all negative effects from all allies to herself. If this character or has 2 X-Men allies or Omega Red Dark Phoenix ally, attack the primary target for 300% damage, copy and clear all negative effects, excluding stun and trauma from this character to the primary target. So this is what she already does. If this character has Omega Red Dark Phoenix ally, clear all negative effects from this character. So this means that they really don't want Phoenix to die, right? Because why would you clear the negative effects otherwise? If this character has no allies, attack herself for 500% piercing, so this will convert into Dark Phoenix right away. And if this character dies, her passive ability will trigger, so there you go. Let's move on to the ultimate. Attack for 400% damage, clear all positive effects, clear all negative effects from self and all X-Men allies and Phoenix Force allies. So once again, it seems like they don't want this character to die way too early. Clear 2 negative effects from all other allies as well. Gain 50,000% focus for this attack. This attack cannot be blocked or counter-attacked. And then we have an awaken ability on the ultimate. In Cosmic Crucible, if this character has an Omega Red ally, apply trauma and ability block to the primary target. So that's a big improvement. That's something new for her kit, giving her more control. The problem is that it requires an awaken ability, and we know what SH8T does with those awaken abilities. So overall, not bad. Let's take a look at the Dark Phoenix kit now. Passive ability: attack all enemies for 250% damage, apply defense down for 2 turns. This attack gains 5000 extra focus. If this character has 4 or more allies with stealth, gains stealth as well. So this is going to be a way to protect her in case she died after she used her special. Awaken ability on the passive: in Cosmic Crucible, if this character has an Omega Red ally, clear all exhaust from a random Omega Red ally, Dark Phoenix. So this is going to be good against Mephisto, but this is also going to be good if you are facing these characters on defense, right? Because if you sack this team, this means that she can clear the exhaust from her. But this is one of those situations that you can only make it last one time, because after you cannot revive her. So this is something that you need to have in mind. If she's strong enough to stay alive throughout the first match, then this will only work for the second match, and that's it. Let's take a look now at Dark Phoenix basic. Attack primary target and adjacent for 320, clear 2 positive effects, apply assist now to a random Omega Red ally. Okay, so once again we have the assist. Special: steal 20% health from enemies and redistribute to self, clear all ability block from self and bleed from allies as well. So I guess that's interesting. Apply regeneration for 2 turns for all X-Men and Phoenix Force allies. Apply regeneration as well for all other allies. If this character has Omega Red or X-Men allies, gain speed up for 2 turns. So this is going to be very easy to obtain nowadays. In Crucible, revive a dead Omega Red ally, Dark Phoenix, with 50% health. So this means if you have a Phoenix maxed out with diamonds, like I have, that means that your new Omega Red that you buy might be weaker than the one that is revived after she summons, right? And this makes me wonder, if you revive her with magic, if Magic Phoenix will also be able to revive Omega Red. That would be absolutely hilarious. So we have to wait and see, but that sounds really fun. Clear all negative effects from a random Omega Red ally, fill the speed bar by 50% to a random Omega Red ally, so it's gonna go super fast. And heal a random Omega Red ally by 50% of this character's max health. If this attack will ignore death proof. So this means that characters like Thanos Endgame, you can bypass his passive trigger at 50% and not activate his attack. So that's pretty awesome. Let's move on to the ultimate of Dark Phoenix. This attack in the past was very nerfed, so I hopefully it will be better. It still has normal damage as it seems, so that's actually quite terrible. It should be piercing damage, but okay. Clear all positive effects on each of the targets and apply heal block to them, so that's better than it was. If this character has an Omega Red ally or 2 X-Men allies, generate ability energy for self. Awesome. So that means you can do the special once again after the ultimate. Gain more focus, the attack is unavoidable. And if you have the Awaken ability on the ultimate, this will generate ability energy for a random Phoenix Force ally. So this is going to be Omega Red, I guess, until we have more characters. Okay, so that was Phoenix rework. Once again, very exciting. We have a lot of synergies with X-Men characters. Once again, magic is going to be important because she can summon Dark Phoenix. Then we have Colossus that gives extra health to Phoenix, and he also has different mechanics that will help to protect her. And then we have Cyclops that gets more powerful with Phoenix, and you can also call them for assist, which will also trigger their other abilities as well. So overall, very excited about Phoenix and rework. Let's take a look now at the kit for Omega Red. So once again, this is not your Omega Red, this is a new Omega Red. And wow, his passive is gigantic. So passive ability: on enemy turn, steal 5% of the character's health from all enemies and distribute to self. So this is similar to Cloak passive. This will bypass heal block on ally Phoenix or Dark Phoenix, transfer all negative effects, except stun and trauma, from this character to the most injured enemy, and attack that enemy for 400% piercing. Wow! On ally Phoenix, This is really good. This is like the Kaori passive or something, or maybe more like the Oath, maybe more like Oath passive, where she attacks if the characters have exposed. So this is actually pretty awesome, and you definitely want to have multiple Phoenixes and the speed up going on her. So this ability from Omega Red triggers as often as possible. In Crucible, reduce the duration of all positive effects on that enemy by 2. Wow, so okay, so this is literally Oath passive. Okay, there you go. You're going to attack, you're going to clear the negative effects, and you clear the positive effects of those characters as well. On spawn, apply Safeguard to self and a random Phoenix ally. So she's going to benefit of all those buffs that we're getting from Colossus. In Crucible, after all other characters on spawn effects, apply Taunt for 2 turns to a random Protector ally that does not have a Taunt. So this could be interesting. We don't know exactly which tags this Omega Red will have, but I think the most obvious choice, once again, if you want a Protector that has synergies with Phoenix, or we're going to use Rogue, or we're going to use Colossus, or we are not going to use anyone else, right? I think Silver Samurai, if he has no synergies with Omega Red, then it's like whatever. But the two that makes sense is really Colossus and the other guy I just mentioned, which I don't remember. Oh, Rogue. Yeah, Rogue. Oh, Rogue here. Oof. Rogue here. So Rogue is going to provide the taunt for 2 turns. And we also have what? Nothing? We have nothing. She also provides nothing apart from her special. So, I mean, the special and the ultimate are still quite strong. So that's still something to have into consideration. Okay, let's go back to Omega Red kit. So, once again, on spawn, after all effects are applied, it's going to apply Taunt to Protector, which, once again, it helps to protect Magic and it helps to protect Phoenix. In Crucible, on enemy turn, gain 10% speed to a maximum of 50%. Don't forget this is countered by the new Emma Frost. This does not stack with speed up. Okay, no problem. Oh, this does not stack. Oh, that's really terrible. So it's like he has speed up without having speed up. So yeah, okay. So Emma Frost shuts this down, but if you have speed up, it still works normally. Lower the armor of all enemies by 50% if they have bleed. If this character has a Phoenix or Dark Phoenix ally, this character and all allies cannot gain trauma and enemies cannot gain safeguard. Holy shit, wow. That's insane. That's really insane. So once again, it's really telling you to have Phoenix, Cyclops, Magic, Colossus, and Omega Red. Cyclops, I'm not really sure about Cyclops, but definitely Colossus and Magic. If this character has an mythic enemy, enemies cannot have their health increased through passive abilities. So this is going to affect Captain Britain and Illuminati. So this will counter Black Bolt, this will counter Hank Pym, this will also counter Mephisto, this will also counter Super Skrull. So this is a huge counter against all of those, and this is going to affect the most the Illuminati Odin and Mephisto with anything else. So this is very overpowered. This is definitely an awakened ability that you should try to obtain, which probably going to be a ton of money. Okay, now we have the basic for Omega Red. This is the one that we're going to match with this one right here. Somewhere. I should have closed these ones. Okay, this one. Because we are getting the assist, right? So there you go. We're going to get those assists. So this is going to be important. So attack primary target and adjacent targets for piercing, apply bleed, and prolong the duration of all negative effects by 1. So this is going to be very useful against Null in the Battle World, right? So that's going to be pretty awesome. Apply assist to a random Phoenix ally. And in Crucible, this attack ignores defense up. So we have to think about who's going to have the Skirmisher Striker combination. Probably Omega Red Striker and Phoenix Skirmisher. So we can extend negative effects on the enemy. So overall, this is going to be awesome. And in Crucible, if you have the Awaken ability, the damage of this attack reduces the max health by the same amount. Holy shit! So this Omega Red will do the same that Mephisto does. that's very, very overpowered. So not only are you extending negative effects, not only are you doing piercing damage and applying bleeds, but you're also removing health from the target. So that means Odin is gonna get destroyed because it gets to a point where his health is so low that he cannot keep going. Okay, so that's very interesting. Let's move on to the special. Dark Phoenix Crush. Apply offense up for self and a random Phoenix ally. Attack the primary target for 40% damage. Apply trauma for 2 turns. Bleed for 2 turns and ability block for 2 turns. Wow, wow, wow. Very, very powerful. Reduce the duration of all positive effects on the primary target by 2. Massive, really, really massive. So counter against Mephisto, counter against Gladiator, very powerful. And then we have a chain for 4 targets for 350% piercing. Apply bleed and clear all negative effects and vulnerables from self and all Phoenix allies. Very, very powerful. Fill the speed bar of a random Phoenix or Dark Phoenix by 100%. So this is another extra turn. So we'll get or more assists, or you'll get Phoenix special and ultimate back to back. And if this character has Phoenix or Dark Phoenix ally, gain 200% extra focus. This attack can chain through stealth targets and cannot be blocked, counter-attacked, or dodged. Wow, bro, like this is insane. This is really, really insane. I'm blown away by this. Chain attack, it's not rebound chain, so that's huge. It applies a ton of bleeds, that's awesome. Maybe because it does bleeds, it would be better to have rebound chain, but overall this is not, it's not bad, it's not bad. Let's move on to the ultimate. White Hot Onslaught. Flip all positive effects into negative effects, like the original Omega Red. Apply defense down, slow, and bleed. Damn, boy, like this guy is insane. This guy is absolutely insane. Attack all enemies for 450% damage. In Crucible, steal 30% of this character's max health from each enemy and redistribute to self. Holy shit! Oh my god, what is this? Oh, this is absolutely insane. This bypasses his block and it's unavoidable. Wow, bro, like this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Holy shit, these kits are absolutely ridiculous. So there you go, guys. Those are the kits for the new characters. The Phoenix kit, overall, it's pretty decent. Not like super crazy, but when you put it together with the kit of Omega Red, where you get all these assists, you get these traumas, the insane damage, and so on, this takes Phoenix to the next level. And like I was saying, if you pair them up with characters like Magic that can revive Phoenix, with Colossus that gives more stats to allies and everything, this is gonna be much, much better. The question is, are you going to use Cyclops or not? I'm not sure. We'll see. Like I said, he has some synergies with Phoenix here. When an enemy Phoenix is attacked, he's going to attack the enemies back for 250% damage. This is going to be some extra damage output, but nothing way too crazy. But we also have this situation here that he applies defense up and deflects, and this is going to be for X-Men allies. We also have more regeneration to increase the survivability of Phoenix as well. So overall, pretty legit. I'm quite excited about these news. Once again, we got all this information from the Boilan leaks, but we got a deeper breakdown. So let me know what your thoughts are about this team. Are you guys excited for a new Omega Red? And are you guys excited for Phoenix? Does she feel legendary finally? I think so. I think now finally she feels legendary. But you guys let me know in the comments below what you think about all of this. And as always, if you like information on these videos, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Mouse Force content. And I'll catch you guys later.